Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Celtics make NBA history that will catch the Warriors' attention. The Boston Celtics have shot the lights out from behind the arc this season. Heading into Wednesday night's game against the Miami Heat, they led the NBA with an average of 17.9 made three-pointers per game, 2.1 more than the second-place Cleveland Cavaliers. With the regular season winding down, Boston is on track to break the single-season record for total three-pointers made. In fact, during Wednesday's game, Jason Tatum came off a screen and drilled a one, moving the Celtics into second place all-time. Tatum's three brought Boston's total to 1,352, just 11 back of the Golden State Warriors, who set the record in the 2022-23 NBA season. This year's Celtics team is no different from last year's team, which was also known for its three-point shooting ability. The team that Boston passed to move into second place all-time with Tatum's three-pointer was the Celtics' 2023-24 squad. They held a mark of 1,351. Despite the 124-103 loss to Miami, Boston finished with 12 three-pointers made. The Celtics are now just 7 away from tying Golden State's record, 1,363, and 8 from breaking it. Hield included an investigation for gun finger-pointing incident. On a night when Stephen Curry went off for 52 points, including hitting 12 three-pointers, the focus shifts to his teammate Shavano Buddy Hield, who is being included in an investigation for a gun finger-pointing incident in that same game. Hield and the Warriors defeated the Memphis Grizzlies, 134-125, at FedEx Forum in Memphis, Tennessee, on Tuesday night, moving into the fifth spot past the Grizzlies and Minnesota Timberwolves in the Western Conference standings in the National Basketball Association, NBA. Late in the game, with the game in hand after Jimmy Butler sunk 2 free shots, the Grizzlies' Ja Morant performed a gun finger-pointing directed toward the Warriors' bench while walking off the court. Bahamian professional basketball player Hield responded with what appeared to be the same gesture, and both were assessed technical fouls. According to ESPN's Shams Charania, Morant is being investigated for the incident and Hield is being included in the investigation. Hield came off the bench and had 8 points on 2-for-7 shooting from the field for the Warriors, with both shots from three-point land. He added 3 rebounds and a steal but had a string of 3 straight double-digit scoring performances come to an end. Morant had a side-high 36 points for the Grizzlies on 14-for-22 shooting from the field, 5-for-8 from deep. He added 6 assists, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals in a little over 33 minutes on the floor. Hield played a little over 20 minutes. He is averaging 11.3 points, primarily off the bench, while shooting 42% from the field and 37% from three-point range. Charania reported on X, formerly known as Twitter, that league officials will talk to involved parties as the NBA seeks to gather information on the exchange. NBA insider Brett Siegel added on X that the league is aware of Morant's gesture and that a suspension stemming from the incident is considered unlikely. However, he noted that NBA Commissioner Adam Silver was very displeased with what transpired and reiterated the league's stance against any gestures that resemble guns. The NBA has strict guidelines against gun-related conduct or symbolism, both on and off the court, and Morant has already been suspended twice for gun-related incidents. He was banned 8 games without pay in March 2023 for brandishing a firearm in an Instagram Live video, and then missed the first 25 games of the 2023-24 season for conduct detrimental to the league after he brandished a firearm during an Instagram live stream on his friend's account. While no disciplinary tactic has been announced, the NBA is expected to issue a statement after league officials speak with Morant and Hield, and other relevant parties, and once the probe is complete. The NBA's response is expected to reinforce its stance on maintaining appropriate on-court behavior, and it's possible that fines or warnings could be issued. As mentioned, the Warriors, 44-31, moved past the Grizzlies and Timberwolves in the standings in the West. The Grizzlies and Timberwolves are tied for sixth in the West with identical 44-32 win/loss records. At one point this season, the Warriors were in the 11th spot in the West with a 25-26 record, in danger of not even making the play-in tournament of the NBA playoffs. Now, they are in prime position to advance to the playoffs and there is less than 2 weeks remaining in the season. Warriors facing competition from 5 teams for Kevin Durant, report. The Golden State Warriors may have to contend with 5 other teams if they are going to revisit a Kevin Durant trade in the offseason. Back at the NBA trade deadline, there was a list of teams that there was mutual interest with Kevin Durant, ESPN's Shams Charania said on The Pat McAfee Show on Wednesday. Those teams, from my understanding, are Minnesota, that's New York, Houston, San Antonio, and Miami. Those are the types of teams, from my understanding, that had interest then, and I expect them all to be in the mix this offseason. But the biggest thing to keep an eye on for all NBA fans and fans of those teams is, how does your team finish in the playoffs? How do the playoffs go? Because that's going to really determine who feels like they're a Kevin Durant away. The Warriors were so close to reuniting with Durant that would have seen them surrendering both Andrew Wiggins and Jonathan Kuminga in the multi-team trade framework which also involved the Heat. Durant ultimately rejected a mid-season reunion with the Warriors, where he won his 2 NBA titles and Finals MVP awards. He later revealed on the Draymond Green Show with Baron Davis that he did not want to get traded mid-season. A potential trade in the offseason is a different story. We just play the season out and if that's the decision you want to make in the offseason then you figure it out, Durant told Green and Davis in February. It's just such a big change to make and I've been through it before. I was like, damn, that's not really it. If I can stop it then why not? So Durant stopped the trade before the Warriors would have mortgaged their future for him. A player like me costs a lot, Durant explained. Going into your team is going to be a whole new era of your team when I get to your team and that's a lot of work through the season. Like I'm still of value, especially with my contract and just my production that me just getting up and moving in the middle of season, it's going to be a big blow to any team I'm going. Durant learned his lesson when he forced his way to Phoenix in the middle of the 2023-24 season, costing the Suns their top perimeter players Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, for first-round draft picks and a pick swap. He did not want the Warriors to suffer the same fate. Look what y'all doing right now, Durant told Green. You're looking good with Jimmy, Butler, and then you still got Kuminga on the way back, so I didn't think trading for me made sense. The Warriors got Butler at a cheaper cost, with only Wiggins as the key player and a protected first-round pick going out. Golden State still has Kuminga and their other draft capital to make another move this summer. The Warriors turned their season around with Butler, climbing from 11th to number 5 heading into the final 2 weeks of the regular season. They are 19-4 with Butler. On the other hand, the Suns continued to struggle after Durant rejected a swap with Butler. They are 10-16 since the trade deadline. Durant's left ankle injury on Sunday could be the final blow to the Suns' postseason bid as they are 1.5 games out of the play-in tournament with the toughest remaining schedule. And you fan? What do you think about Kevin Durant's situation? Write to us in the comments.